So yeah, I decided to keep this promise. Holy shit. I mean, this definitely has to be talked about. That's probably what these first couple videos are going to be, things that I think should probably get out before anything else. And I think this is kind of important, so it's not a clickbaity title of YouTube screws over smaller creators again, because, well, they've done it before, and they're doing it again. So, I guess for context, today is Friday. It's going to be Sunday, that's the plan for this video to come out, and this is going to be a shorter video, I'd say. I'm going to try and keep these for like 5-10 minutes max, so no 20-minute commentary on anything, but yeah, I just uploaded, or not just uploaded, but the Ferris Bueller video was uploaded a couple hours ago. They didn't even email me that it was copyright claimed. I saw that in YouTube Studio Beta, and it's fine, honestly, it took no work, it's fine. Basically, a couple days ago, if you haven't heard about it already, or if you haven't seen it already, YouTube updated its terms of service, and the key thing that's really pissing a lot of people off, big and small creators, because big creators are sitting there saying, that's kind of screwed up what you're doing, and smaller creators are like, are you kidding me? So here's a section. YouTube's right to monetize. YouTube has the right to monetize all content on the platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. What does that mean? It says, well, we booted you all from the YouTube Partner Program, thought that could prevent stuff. Turns out it doesn't. We screwed all of you over for no reason because some jackass decided to film a corpse into the Japan suicide forest, and yeah, we're not kind of making the money we want. And we're not going to do a rewind this year. We're just going to pocket all of the money just so we can get more money. And we don't even have to pay you. Think about that. We can advertise on your channel and not pay you. We are swimming in money. That's basically what they're saying. And listen, I'm not monetized. And that's not because of my vicarious nature, my, I don't know, scumbaggish nature. It's just because I was one of the 90% of creators cut from the YouTube Partner Program after the whole Logan Paul shit. And I'll kind of get into a little history lesson, but basically, they're advertising on channels that are not eligible for the YouTube Partner Program that they cut out, and they're not paying them for their content. So think about someone like me. I've been talking about this Super Mario 3D All-Stars video I did, and there's a good reason. It took around 20 hours for me to make. Again, obviously an estimate, but again, it took a very long time. I worked very hard on it, and now I can get advertisements on it, which is really good, but I don't get any money from it. Isn't that kind of screwed up? I think it is. I think that's really messed up, and YouTube knows it. A couple of big creators have been calling it out. So basically the brief history lesson is that people started to make money in the start of the 2010s, basically through MCNs, and basically YouTube always has a cut of the ad revenue, and then the MCNs would take a cut, and you could only have advertisements on your channel if you were part of an MCN, an established multi-channel network. Think of like Defy. They're all dead now, which is good, but they would take a cut, and then you would get whatever was left of the two cuts that were taken from you. Then YouTube introduced the YouTube Partner Program. Once contracts were basically lifted from these multi-channel networks, people flocked to this, and it was pretty much a direct way. The only person the only company getting a cut of your money was YouTube, and it's been, I believe, 45%. And again, still, it's a company, it needs a way to make money, and I understand that. And, you actually got a majority of the money, which was pretty good. And there was a period in time where anyone could sign up for the YouTube Partner Program, and anyone could make money on their channel. The only threshold you'd have to meet was that you had to make $100 for your first paycheck. That was about it. Like, no shit, that was about it. Like, a lot of creators that got screwed over in the last terms of service change with the monetization, basically, a good amount of people didn't make that $100, so there's still money sitting there that YouTube technically owes them. So, me personally, I made $55, and again, it's not a lot, but it's a nice chunk of change to sit there and say, I'm not really doing much, but I'm getting paid for it, which is nice. And, but since it's not $100, I never got a paycheck, so, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. So then, the whole thing with the PewDiePie and the Wall Street Journal happened. Obviously, everyone on YouTube sided with PewDiePie, and no one just decided to say, why don't we just ignore the Wall Street Journal or shut the hell up? no, YouTube decided to say, I know how we could stop this controversy. And the other person said, what? How? We make a threshold. Threshold of what? Well, if you want to be eligible for monetization, you need to reach 10,000 views. Okay, how is that going to stop the issue at hand? It's not, but at least we could say that we kind of filter people. And again, this mostly screwed over, not the small channels it was kind of intentional for, but newer channels that were just starting out, me being one of them, but I reached as well. It's not that hard of a threshold to reach. Then the whole some jackass named Logan Paul, you probably have heard of him, decided to go film a corpse in the Japanese suicide forest. A pretty righteous dude, I'd have to say. Pretty memorable video, I have to say. Then they go, okay, we are in a media firestorm, because remember, Logan Paul was in their preferred ads, and you know, it wasn't until Logan took it down and media outlets started reporting on it that YouTube did anything about it. So YouTube sits there, okay, how are we gonna stop something like this again? One person goes, I got it. How do you got it? We make a new threshold. Why would we make a new threshold? Hear me out. You get 1,000 subscribers a year, and you need to reach 4,000 hours of watch time. That's how we prevent it. Well, how the hell does that prevent that? It doesn't. But you kind of see, oh, we're screwing over the smaller creators. Yeah, we are. It's really, and by the way, that one move cut 90% of creators from the from the YouTube Partner Program. So me being one of them. And now, because the YouTube Partner Program allows advertisements on your videos, and you can get paid for it. Now YouTube's basically saying, why would we need them to be part of the Partner Program? Why don't we just make 100% of the money on people who are just trying and can't seem to really get it? Yeah, that's real nice, you jackasses. Oh my god, like, it just makes no sense to me. I get it as a company, but that's really scummy, and people are calling it out, and it's just bullshit, man. It's really scummy, and you're really hurting creators here. I'm sorry. Either this is a way to say, hey, by the way, we're going to be opening the partner program to everyone again because we think the dust is settled, which could very well be true, but probably not, because it specifically says ads may appear on videos from channels that are not in the YouTube Partner Program. It's just a scummy way to make money. That's really what it is, and that's upsetting. That's just bullshit. Apparently this won't be put into effect until like 2021. So if they do decide to do that, if there's a big enough community outcry, they're either going to do one of two things. One, they're either not going to do it, or two, they might actually just instill everyone into the partner program and act like nothing happened. But again, boy can dream, and like that's just super scummy. I can't get over that. That's just scummy. It's such a kick in the balls. Yeah, this is a great website, but where else are you gonna go? You gonna go to Vimeo? Screw that. Let's go to dailymotion.com. Like, Jesus Christ.
Jared from Subway.